Hello guys, welcome to another video of Carolina EDC, and today we have a suppressor from the guys at Additive Works, and this is the Tisha 556 can. Now I'm not really sure if this is the Inconel or the titanium. They are making the titanium now, but this feels more like an Inconel. It's nice and hefty, heavy, compact suppressor again for 556. It is hub compatible, and we are running the Wolfpack Armory low profile Plan B hub mount here. Really excited to try this thing out. Again, this is a 556 compact. Now, there have been some issues in the past recently where they're having some cracks from manufacturing being shipped out to customers, and I think that was from a new print machine, 3D print machine that makes these suppressors for them, and the setting wasn't correctly. I guess that's what I heard. But other than that, I guess they fixed that issue now. I haven't seen any issues or cracks or anything with this so far. I have put some rounds through it just to kind of see how it sounds and everything, but we're going to put more rounds through it and everything. Run it on a 16-inch AR-15 and a 12.5-inch SBR as well to see what kind of sound performance we get and gas and all that good stuff that everybody likes to know. But again, as far as the mount goes, just a standard hub mount, you know, your 13745, whatever, 134525, whatever it is, I can't remember top of my head. But also, I'll notate it here in the video once I find out which material is used on this. So we're going to run with some of the specs here that I have from the website. They don't have the Inconel specs in there. They only have the titanium. But on that, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this can and then test it out and see how well it performs. So stand by. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the Tisha here. Again, I think this is the Inconel again. I'll notate in the video somewhere once I find out for sure. But we're going to read some of the specs from the website. Again, this is the Tisha suppressor, which is only 4.1 inches in length. As you can see, it has a super package, high muzzle blast suppression, back pressure, very low back pressure, and it's very compact again for your short barrel rifles or anything like that. But they say that the Tisha, the titanium version says comes with a Plan B hub adapter and 2-port muzzle brakes, half fit by 28 thread, which is pretty cool. They offer all that. With the included Plan B muzzle devices, the Tisha adds a 3.8 inches to your rifle barrel length. For high rate of fire or full auto use in titanium one, you're gonna need the required included muzzle brake that utilizes and just makes it more safer and better performance with their muzzle device if you want to run the titanium a little bit faster. But the weight on this for no muzzle or anything, it is 10.5 ounces. So like I said, it's very hefty. There's some weight to it. The diameter on this is 2.1 max OD, and the diameter overall length, like I said, is 4.1. It is hub compatible, just with the Plan B and a half by 28 muzzle device. It is compatible for 223.556, 6mm arc, 6mm CREEDMOORE, and 6mm GT. Material, again, I don't know. For the titanium, it's the GR5 Ely. Finish, it is Cerakote, which you can get this in black, FDE, and metallic. And that's pretty much it. So they said this is going to be reducing a lot of the back pressure and everything. And also it's going to be, very strong and everything, as they say. But it's going to be compact at that because, nowadays everybody wants the cans for 556. But at the same time, you sacrifice a little bit of sound reduction when it comes to small can like this. And as you can see, it has some unique designs on this, which is pretty cool. I noticed this little vents here on the side, which blows out some of the gas through here as well. So that's going to help also reduce the the very low back pressure gas coming back. It also has, I don't know if you can see, little ports right there on those holes all the way around, and right here in the front. I think all that is going to contribute to the very low back pressure on this can. The only thing you have to consider with this can, as any other K can, sometimes their diameter or the depth of the muzzle device that you may be using can be too long to be able to mount this suppressor. So take that in consideration with some of the muzzle devices you may have on your rifle. They have to be a little bit shorter than your typical muzzle devices, so you'll be able to mount this, because again, it's very shallow mount here. As you can see, I got my finger right there, so about 1.5 inches maybe in depth. So take that in consideration. So some muzzle devices may not work with this, but they offer those you know, titanium one comes with the muzzle device and adapter, so you should be fine. But if you're using your own, again, take that in consideration. They may not work if the muzzle device too long to be able to mount this suppressor. So that's pretty much it. Quick dev. Everything will be down below as usual. And again, Stealth Additive Works did send this to me, so nothing's going to change. If I tell you it's going to be good, it's good or not. I only have a few holes. Like I said, I got a 16-inch and a 12.5-inch today and running 5.56. So take that in consideration, and let's go ahead and load up some mags and try the Tisha right quick. Stand by. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start the test. And again, we're using just a standard 16-inch AR-15, 5.56, 223, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, let's go ahead and shoot one round just to get a baseline how loud this thing is. And we are using this is the Brick Arms muzzle device brake. All right, here we go. Whew. All right, let's go ahead and thread the Tisha off camera just to be safe. But again, guys, make sure to check all the links down below. Subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. That's the best way to support me. But yeah, all right, so that's what the Tisha looks like right there on a 16-inch. Crazy. She's hefty. You can definitely feel the weight in the front of it. So all right, let's see what this sounds like. Wow. Again, it always sounds good with your ear-ons, but that's not going to determine if it is quiet enough to shoot with our ears. Again, these cans are going to be very small, so but this one has a little more volume, which that compensates for some of the length of the can, which also contributes to the gas blowback, which I didn't get much. I could smell it, but it wasn't terrible or, you know, gassing me out. Let's go ahead and take one ear off and take one round. Okay, that sounded kind of loud. I mean, 1 or 2 rounds you might get away with it, but it does have a loud pop noise. Yeah, definitely loud. I will not shoot this even on a 16-inch all day long. And again, that's one thing about short cans like this, that you're going to lose a lot of the sound reduction when it comes to that. But yeah, all right, let's go ahead and dump the rest of the magazine just to get an idea how much gas is going to blow back to my face under fast fire. All right, here we go. All right, we're out. I got a slightly little more gas, firing it a little quicker. Again, this has a standard gas block. When it comes to suppressors and suppressing the rifle and everything, you can alleviate a lot of the gas blowback, reducing it by putting a, you know, adjustable gas block course and tune it to your liking. Being that this is a kind of very low back pressure can, you also got to take consideration that you got to tune it to be able to have your rifle running reliably. But this is an overgas rifle anyways, so having a low back pressure, you know, it really doesn't really matter in my opinion. But as far as the gas coming back to my face, just slightly little more under fast fire. But other than that, not a bad can shooting with a rifle with ears, of course, but definitely will not shoot it all day without. Anyways, let's go ahead, change it to the 12.5 and load some more rounds. Stand by. All right, guys, I got my 12.5-inch SBR here. Let's go ahead and put it around, and the muzzle device is the Cat Valley Precision Muzzle Flash, or Flash, however you want to call it. So let's go ahead and put one round, get an idea what the sounds like. All right, grab the Tisha. And also one thing, which I'm gonna show you here in a second, being this can is so wide, sometimes you got to also consider where your flashlight position is. So this cheap flashlight Chinese made, as you can see, it's real close, but it has a mount that I can swivel and adjust it to move it out the way. So if you have a flashlight that is real flush to the handguard, this is going to be interfering for you to be able to thread your suppressor. So that's another thing you take consideration when it comes to mounting this can on the rifle. All right, let's go ahead and put a few rounds downrange. That sounds pretty good. Let me put one ear off. Okay, it's not ringing my ears, but it is loud downrange. Yeah, that sounded a little better than the 16-inch. Of course, I got a adjustable gas block here, but other than that, seems to be doing good. Gas, I'm not getting any gas back again because I got adjustable gas block in here. So let's go ahead and dump the rest of the magazine, put my ear back on, and see how much gas blowback I get. All right, here we go. All right, that wasn't bad at all. Not bad at all. The gas blowback, and again, like I said, I got adjustable gas like that helps a lot with that gas blowback into your system, and especially in your face. So that really was nice. Again, I still will not shoot it without ear off. I don't know where people get that this is the most quiet can out there, K-can. And again, it's, to me, it's not. Maybe it's different for other people. Maybe it's different in other systems. But on the standard AR with adjustable gas block, 12.5-inch barrel, yeah, it was a little bit quiet in the 16, which is interesting. Again, but definitely would not still shoot it without any ears all day long. But you know, again, something to take the edge off your 5.56 if you do need to use it without ears. Definitely will be a lot better than just shooting without any suppressor at the end. Again, that's mostly what suppressors and silencers are commonly made for, to quiet down the blast coming out the end of your rifle so you don't get ear damage in the long run. So again, it's not about, you know, being super Hollywood quiet like other people think, but this can definitely will look good on a 10.5-inch, which I don't have with me. Should have brought it with me. But again, I'm sure it's going to still be slightly loud. But again, flash suppression and everything, we're going to try that here in a second. But again, gas definitely does the good job at low back pressure gas. All right, let's load up again. Put you in front of me, see if we have any flash coming out the front. Stand by. All right, guys, got a few more rounds in here. Let's go ahead and shoot and see if we get any flash in front. Like I said, you will see it first before I will. But let's shoot 3 rounds real slow, and then we'll shoot the rest of them kind of more fast paced to see if we get any flash coming out the front of the can. All right, here we go. All right. Whew. All right. All right, guys. After shooting the Tisha from Stealth Additive Works, I think it's a great can for short barrel rifle if you want to keep that compact size and have some kind of sound mitigation as far as the you know, the blast of the, you know, short barrel rifles and stuff like that as well. Keep the gas minimal as possible. Again, with adjustable gas block, that definitely is a great combination to have. But as far as being the quietest K-can out there, in my opinion, it is not the quietest, in my opinion. There's only been a couple cans that I've tried in the past. I'll try to do a comparison video on which one will be the best on this 12.5-inch later on time. But comment down below if any of y'all have any of the Tishas. Again, what is your experience with it? What is your setup that you're using it in, and type of ammunition as well? And let me know which one it works best for you as well. What is your best K-can available out there? 5.56. Again, I don't have every single one of them, but this is one of them that I have as well. Another one, which again, I'll do a comparison video later on time. As far as the size and everything, again, the size is very, very good, being it's compact, again, for short barrel rifles. as well. It's hub compatible, which is good. I like hub compatible suppressor. I can use my own mount system that I prefer. But again, go back to make sure you have a muzzle device like this. That's short enough, it's not too long, that it's going to be able to be mounted on the rifle and on your muzzle device as well. And also make sure you have clearance to be able to mount this as well, because this is a lot wider than your standard cans out there, 5.56. But on that, it does perform real well as far as low back pressure gas, and with ears on, sounds real well. But I will not shoot it all day long with this can here. But on that, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I have to give you today. But comment down below again if you have any experience in one of these Stealth Additive Works. I really like to try one of the 9mm can, the Shift, I think it's what it's called. I really love to try one of those on a 9mm pistol to see how well it sounds. And the cool thing about those, they don't need no boosters either. So that's one thing that has a lot of advantage over other 9mm cans. But on that, they do have available other calibers, and they also have, again, this one in titanium. I really try to stay away from titanium because they spark a lot, which, I mean, for me, it doesn't really matter, but for some people, it does matter when it comes to titanium. And Inconel is a more hard-used can, especially with the FRT and FA, you know, firearms, that if you may have one of those. But with the FRT being so popular now, people are going to want a more robust can that is going to take abuse, and I think this one will take a lot of abuse, especially if you get an Inconel. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's all my experience I have. Again, comment down below again if you have an experience, good or bad, doesn't matter. Comment down below, and that way people can see all the you know, experience that people have with the Tisha. And again, no issues with this one, no cracking or anything like that. So they have fixed that issue so far as that I can see, and that should be a good thing as well. They got a good warranty as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, turn notification bell so when a new video comes up. I really appreciate if you do so. There's a thank you, like button, all that good stuff down there. Mash them all up. Doesn't cost you anything. That really helps me out as well. To go follow me on all social medias like Instagram. There's a campsite link there. Make sure to click that so you can check all the discount codes and everything in there that you can get. That really helps me a lot. That's one way to support me. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next one. Goodbye.